All right, let's begin. First, we're going to draw our ground line on the bottom of our paper. It's going to be a nice straight line all the way across. It's going to be much longer than our actual home. Our home is not this big. Next, we're going to draw a rectangle in the middle of our line, and that is going to be our door. So don't make it too big. It's a nice small rectangle. Now remember, every window and every door has a frame. It's called a door frame or a window frame. Try and keep it the same thickness all the way around. To make our door stand out a little bit more than just the average doorknob, which you can go ahead and put in, you can draw in a mail slot, which is just a little rectangle at the bottom. You could draw in a window. I like to draw mine with a straight line at the bottom, a curved line at the top, and a little V in the middle. Now I've got my little window. Next, we're going to draw some bushes next to our door. So we need to draw nice little bumps. I like I said before, to make them different sizes, different heights. It's going to go all the way to the end. So keep doing bumps to the end. Next, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to draw a little bump, bump, big bump. It can be different than this one. And again, it's going to go to the bottom of that corner. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but my line was a little short, so I made my bump and then I connected my line to it. Now, remember, if you're going too fast, please remember that technology is amazing and you can always pause. Next, we're going to draw our house. So we're going to start with one bush in the middle. We're going to draw a straight line up. Make sure you have enough room for windows and enough room for your roof. We're going to come straight across with a nice straight line all the way to about the middle of our next bush, and you're going to come straight down. Now I have the base of my house. I'm going to draw in my windows, which are going to be little squares, and I'm going to take up a good part of this room here. Nice big window. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So if I need to, I can move a little bit here. So I make my windows somewhat the same. All right. Next, like our door, we need a frame. So in our window, we're going to draw another little square. Try and keep it as clean as you can. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then instead of just doing one line down the middle, one line down the middle, we're going to do two parallel lines. So one line, another parallel line. One line, another parallel line. We need something to be able to color in. Same thing on this side. One line, parallel line. One line, parallel line. All right? Now it's still a little plain, so we're going to add a little bit of detail, and my house is going to be a brick house. So I'm going to come in, and in random little places, I'm going to put in little bricks. So one brick there, one brick coming out of the window. I'm going to have another brick next to it. I'm going to have another brick, here. Going to make another one. Now when I put bricks on bricks, I don't want to stack them on top of each other. They are not in a line. We need to do one, and then in the middle of that one we start another. And then I don't want to do the same exact thing as this one. So right here I'm going to draw one more brick like so. I'm just going to keep going around my home and adding in my bricks. A little space here and there. I'm not filling the whole thing up. We just want to give the illusion that there's lots of detail without adding all the detail. Come in here, here, and then this little corner is a little blank, so we're going to put one more. Instead of the same thing on this side, we're going to change it up, make it a little different. Like so. Now my home does not have a roof now, does it? So all the rain, all the snow, everything can get inside. Now instead of just going from one corner up and down, the bad part about that is it's not always even. Maybe your triangle comes up a little too high here and a little long here, or vice versa. So we're going to find the middle of this line here, which is right here, ends up being where my brick is, funny enough. We're going to bring our pin up for as tall as we want our roof to be, and you're going to make a little dot. Now that dot is going to come straight down to each corner. Nice straight line. Nice straight line. And now I know that my roof is a pretty good looking triangle. Now I need to do details on my roof, just like I did on the home. And I need to do a chimney. And I'm not just going to do a rectangle, I'm going to give it, again, more detail. So for my chimney, I'm going to draw a short line here. I'm going to draw a rectangle here. And I'm going to draw another long line here. All right, and then we're going to give it some detail. So we're going to do some stripes. And we're going to do bricks. And remember, it's not just a line going down the middle. It's not a checkerboard. So I'm going to do a line on this side. I'm going to draw one in here. And then this one you wouldn't see, so I'm just going to leave it like it is. Next, for my roof, I want to do what look like shingles. And they're the little pieces that go on the top of your roof. And it almost looks like fish scales because I'm going to make mine round. So on the top, I'm going to do a nice curvy U shape. Make sure they're nice and big, nice and curved. All right, we don't need little ones, we need nice big ones. When you're doing fish scales, we're not just doing a bunch of little bumps all the way down. We want it to look a little nicer than that. So in the middle of the one you just drew, we're going to draw one to the side and another to the other side. Remember, keep them nice and long, nice big U shapes so that we don't start getting littler and littler and then it gets all messy. So middle, bump to middle, middle, over, middle, over. And again, middle to middle, middle, over, middle to middle, middle, over. And you're going to repeat this. You're just going to keep going. Nice big arches, nice big U shapes, whatever you want to call them. Try to get in the middle. Now, if you're really close to the bottom of this, you have two options. You can either make a really big one all the way down, or if you want to make it a little more challenging, you do your U shape like normal. And in this space down here, we're going to go boop, boop. So we're going to curve and then just stop at the line. Curve, stop at the line, and then add a little bump right there. Curve, stop, curve, stop, curve, stop. So it's just our tile getting cut off. And there we have it. Now we can leave our home just like it is, or we can add a couple more little details. We would like some details in our bushes, give them a little bit of texture. It's not just a flat little piece. We're going to give it lovely little bumps. Right? So maybe some of them have 3 bumps, some of them have 1 or 2. space them out, make them different on each side. There we go. And then maybe someone is having a fire inside, and so we have some of the smoke coming out. And instead of just doing circles or some little bit of floof, we're going to curve out and then create our bumps. When you get close to our curve, you're going to curve again into the point. We're going to do one more, and this one is actually going to get cut off of the page. So we're going to do bump, 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 just like our bushes. You can make them different shapes, different sizes, and it's just going to go off of the paper. And just like we added detail into our home, we want to do the same thing for the last little piece, which is our clouds. And we're going to add little swirls. They can be different sizes as well. It does not have to be every corner. Just pick a favorite corner, like so. And that's it. We're all done.